Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Bernardo Silva as Barca's pursuit of the Manchester City baller could gain momentum if Ousmane Dembele leaves for a big fee. We are going to discuss on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Barca right back Julian Araujo, it has been reported that he's set to join newly promoted La Liga club on loan. We are also going to be discussing more on that developing story. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification, give the video a like, and please watch the video right up to the very end. As Ousmane Dembele nears a departure from FC Barcelona, it has opened the door for all sorts of possibilities for the club as far as their next move in the market is concerned. It was initially expected that Dembele would be joining PSG by activating the 50 million euros release clause, which would have led to Barca receiving only half of the sum due to the terms in the player's contract. But now that Barca and PSG are set to negotiate a transfer fee for the 26-year-old, the entire proceeds will go to the club, and it could take a sizable offer from the Parisian Giants to reach an agreement with Barcelona. A big fee for Dembele could open the doors for Barca to potentially bring forward the arrival of Vitor Roque to the summer itself. So let's talk about Operation Bernardo Silva back on. At the same time, Catalonia Radio is reporting that Barca's pursuit of Manchester City superstar Bernardo Silva could gain momentum if Dembele's departure fetches a big fee in the coming days. The 28-year-old Portuguese international is seen as a dream target by Barca, with the club having been pursuing his signing for more than 2 years now. However, given the financial situation at this point, coupled with Silva's steep valuation, a move for him this summer had been seen as an impossible dream. But if Dembele were to fetch a big sum from his departure, the La Liga champions could have the funds and the financial fair play margin to bring in someone like Silva. At the same time, Xavi and Barca are also looking to sign a new right back, with Silva's Manchester City teammate João Cancelo still being the manager's preferred choice over Ivan Fresneda. Of course, Barcelona are now focusing on other areas to strengthen, with the Ousmane Dembele move to PSG looking now a strong possibility. Barca are trying to make use of the sale, knowing fully well that Dembele, who was one of the most valued players of the squad, his departure will likely leave a huge hole and, of course, a leeway for Barca to, strengthen the squad further and maybe bring in some players that we were not even expecting to see. Now, Barca can now boast of mentioning the names again of Bernardo Silva and even João Cancelo. Those are names that when we mention those names, you probably think it's just a waste of time because Barca can never afford such valuable players due to financial fair play and due to the lack of money. But Dembele leaving, possibly for a sizable offer, which definitely, hopefully, will happen. It will also enable the club to go for this either Bernardo Silva or João Cancelo, but probably never can it be two of them. Dembele's departure, I definitely think will just give space for one of these players to join. And if you ask me, personally, I think a right back is what Barca should go for. Yes, we have been showing interest for Bernardo Silva in the middle of the park, but I definitely think that our midfield is already competitive enough. I don't think Bernardo Silva is an urgent signing, isn't it? I don't think he is an urgent player to come, like a right back. I think João Cancelo will be the highest player that generates consensus within the Barca offices because we need a right back. We don't have any good right back. So definitely, I think Xavi will be going towards a right back if Dembele's departure gives some space in that way, which probably it will. So a right back would be what I think they will go for. But João Cancelo, even though it's still a very complicated situation, he's valued at 70 million. Except Barca and Manchester City come to negotiations again for that price to be lower further down, which I don't know if it will, but I definitely hope it will be, because 70 million is no small amount, and we don't expect Barca to receive 70 million for Dembele signing, because reports have been saying that if PSG and Barca are going into on the negotiation table, the price might be within the range of 40 to at most 50 million euros for Ousmane. And of course, that's just it. So it remains to be seen what Barca will do in order to capitalize on the sale of Dembele. There have also been some reports earlier saying that Vitor Roque, the 18-year-old striker from the Brazilian club Atletico Paranense, will be joining this summer if Dembele departs to PSG. That's still another rumor, but let's see how it goes. Because if Barca are prioritizing going for a new player, like a right back or whatever, then we should not be expecting Vitor Roque to join this summer. And I definitely think that's the route Barca want to take. I don't think they'll be in a haste to bring Vitor Roque when they know that the squad still needs some shaking up, they still need some strengthening. That's why I definitely think going for a right back would be ideal. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Why the future of a certain Dembele continues to dominate the headlines in the Barca sphere, the Blaugrana are closing in on finalizing another departure with Julian Araujo nearing an exit. Indeed, as per Fabrizio Romano, the 21-year-old right back is set to join newly promoted side Las Palmas on a season-long loan deal. With a move now imminent, Araujo signed for Barca in January earlier this year but has not played a single competitive game as his transfer was not authorized by FIFA due to a slight delay from the club in filing the required paperwork. As such, the Mexican international spent the last 6 months with no club football, training with the first team and the Barca subsidiary. His only appearance as Barcelona came in the post-friendly game against Vissel Kobe. Given that the 21-year-old has no experience in European football, it was important for Barca that he leaves on loan to a team where he can get regular minutes. Las Palmas, who won promotion back to La Liga this season, have been chasing his signing ever since June as per Romano, and they have now been successful in convincing him to make the move. Playing for a manager like Garcia Pimienta, who is well versed with the Barca style of play, could benefit Araujo as well as the club in the long run. Barca president Joan Laporta had confirmed last week that the 21-year-old Mexican international would leave on loan and an exit now appears close. Other clubs such as Osasuna, Feyenoord, FC Porto had shown an interest in his services, but Pimienta appears to have convinced the young right back to join Las Palmas. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.